Right, welcome to planetmosh.com, and I'm joined at the Rebellion Bar and Club in Manchester by Mr. Jonny Parr of Attica Rage. Welcome back to Manchester.
Thanks very much. Glad to be back.
Manchester's always one that you sort of said is one of the main shows for the Attica tour, isn't it? Along with
Yeah, it has
Glasgow and
been
London, I guess.
since about 2009. We played Grand Central, and we had a really good turnout. And just every time we come back, it's always been a good night. And it's you know the fans become friends, and it becomes more of a kind of a night out for us. So we always try and plan it for a Saturday night, so we can make it a night out.
Always do it with the weekends. Now, this is I think it's about the third show of the tour, isn't it? So you've done Newcastle and Workington, yeah.
Yeah. So we're only at the start. We've got like another 8 or 9 to go, I think. So it's just it's good well so far. I mean, it was the first night of a tour is always a bit of a warm up. You know, it's always a bit of a rehearsal.
Yeah.
So it was at Newcastle, but tonight we're firing all cylinders tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You've always, as Attica, I mean, you always play those sort of big city ones, but you always try and get out somewhere new, don't you? Sort of.
Yeah, we always try and make sure we're playing somewhere new each tour, and then because we always get accused of, well, every band always gets moaned at when they announce tour dates. You know, no, we're not playing here, not playing there. So we always try and make sure if we get those kind of requests on a tour that we're not playing them, then the next year or the next tour we're trying to include them. You know, or we try and swap. Like this year, we're not doing Birmingham for the first time in a while. Not because they don't want us, but you know, it's just well, I think we're doing Leicester. We've never been to Leicester, so it's kind of you know we're sort of we're doing the two together, so we'll just and it's the same with the southwest. Southwest of England always kind of misses out a lot. You know, it's quite hard to try and you know availability and get the right venues and things.
Yeah. So we talk about the new album Warheads Limited, which has been out a couple of months now.
Yep.
So it's, as a fan, it seemed to take forever to write. Did it feel that long?
It wasn't really the writing that took forever. It was the production. Yeah. It was actually because we'd written. Let me think. We'd kind of written a few of the songs which we've been touring a couple of years. Actually, a couple of years old. Actually, I think it reminded me that Beyond the 45 has been in the set for about 2 years.
Yeah.
But it was we wrote the rest of it quite quickly. But it was the production because I decided, partly financial reasons and partly as my own challenge, to produce and record and mix the album myself. So it was a huge challenge and a big learning curve, you know.
Yeah. Was it less pressure though, because you had more control over everything, or?
Yeah, less. Well, in different ways, I mean, different extremes. You know, less pressure. I think the label were really good. They didn't give us any deadlines. You know, it was just case once it's ready, like, we'll run with it. You know, well, once it's ready, let's hear it. You know, we'll schedule it in. But there was no pressure to get it done for a certain time. Whereas the album before that had been not rushed, but it was we had a strict deadline and we had to record it in 6 weeks and get it done within 8 weeks. And
which can either work really well or the other way.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, for this one, it took so long because I kept remixing it. Yeah, I'd get to a point I'm thinking, and then I would learn a new skill and I would learn a new technique. I have to go back and redo the whole lot. And finally, I got it to the way I was happy with. But you know, if I did it again next time, I'd get it done in a quarter of the time. You know, because it's trial and error, and you know.
Well, it's got a really, you know, compared to the Attica albums, it's got a really good polished sound to it. And I know every band probably says, "Well, this latest album is the best one we've ever done." But I honestly think that this probably is.
Yeah, you know, I know bands do say that all the time, and I always think it discounts all. I always say that we've written some of our best songs are on previous albums, but but this new album is our best collection of songs, you know, and you know, it's got some of our best songs in it as well. But the production was a big deal because we had a sort of professional producer do the last 2 albums or the previous 2 albums. So we just thought, well, it has to be as good as or better, you know. I'm not going to say it's better, then it's just different. It's different, you know, sonically, but it had to be as good as. So I think that's probably where the pressure came for me. That's why it took so long. I had to make sure it was sounding proper.
And were there any bits that you that didn't make the album? Any songs like that?
There were a couple that we kind of read. Usually, we all sort of write our own thing and sort of bring it to sort of chuck it in the pot and sort of try them out in rehearsals, and then so with this album there was maybe there was only about one or two songs that didn't make it, but it was only because they weren't fully fleshed out properly, So it wasn't because we'll probably revisit them, But it's just there was a slight. I mean, the thing was, my original timescale was that I think we were planning to have it out by August last year. That was the original plan because we booked a tour. We'd actually booked a tour before the album had been finished, and we thought, well, we'll get the album out in time for the tour in time for the tour, sort of in September, October 2015. And by sort of June, July, I was like, it's just nowhere near ready. And so I thought we'll just delay the album. We'll do the tour anyway, and so it just kind of.
So at least, I mean, you kept yourself in the limelight and in people's
well, that was
faces.
We kind of did that. We booked the tour just with or without a new album, just keep us going.
Back to the live front. I know you played at long last. You got to play Bloodstock this year.
Yeah.
So how was that for you?
That was a huge moment. Actually, it was really, really important because it's a festival that we've been wanting to play pretty much since it started. Because it started. I know it's changed, it's become the open air, but it started 2 years before we started. So really, it's always been on the list of festivals to play. And for whatever reason, we just never ever got into it. I think in the early years we were never the right kind of music. We weren't really the power metal stuff that they did in the early years, and then obviously as it changed, and we got opportunities at Hard Rock Hell. We always kind of missed opportunities. So eventually, when we've been talking about doing the last couple of years with them, and again just missed opportunities. So it was just this year when we got the go-ahead, it was a huge milestone for us.
Yeah. And a few familiar faces in the crowd, I suppose.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was another reason we really wanted to play it, because like most of our audience all go to it, or most of our fans all go. So it was great to turn up to great to turn up to a new festival for us and be able to play to so many friendly faces in the audience. That makes a big help.
So, you still got most of this tour to go. So, where else can we see you after Manchester?
Well, we're doing Cardiff. We're going back to Cardiff again. Liverpool we're going to for the first time in ages, first time in 5 years. We're also going to Dublin and Belfast, which are
brilliant.
First time. We've been to Northern Ireland before, but in Ballymena. But first time in Dublin and Belfast. Glasgow, obviously, our hometown show. It's a big one. And first times in Leicester, Cambridge, and finishing the tour off in London.
Brilliant. And then after that, is it too soon to think of anything? Then is you just going to take it as it comes?
No, we've already talked about. We should really be writing the next album now. We should just start. As soon as in advance as possible. It takes us so long to get things done because we do tour as well. Like if we're only concentrating on the album, it would be fine. But we always do so many. Well, we don't do that much, but there's always live stuff and getting in the way. So but we just I think we'll just start writing new, and we're going to promote this album. Still get a good length of promotion to go. And we're looking at Europe because we've done some European gigs sporadically over the years, but never as a kind of concentrated effort.
Belgium was.
We've done
Belgium a few times, haven't you?
Gigs and festivals. We've headlined a couple of festivals in Belgium. We've done Netherlands and we've done a couple in Germany. But we've had a really good response actually. We've had some German press and interviews and radio play and stuff in Germany. So I think we need to be targeting that next.
Yeah, well, you've done a couple of videos as well for tracks off the new album as well, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. Well, that was another thing. It's so easy to kind of, it's so hard. Bands, it's so hard to kind of keep on top of making sure you've got video presence, you've got online presence, you're doing this, you're writing songs, you're playing gigs, and videos was something we felt we'd not done enough of. So for this album we thought, right, we need to get, we want to do 3 or 4 singles, and we're going to have videos for them, and we've got an absolutely amazing lyric video in the bank waiting to come out for the next single, which is going to be Warheads Limited, the title track. Andy Pilkington of Very Metal Arts has done this awesome lyric video. It's the first lyric video for us, and it's really amazing. We can't wait to get it out. It's just, we need to get it
Exciting time.
scheduled in.
Brilliant. Well, as always, it's a pleasure to see the band, and I'm looking forward to tonight and the rest of the tour. And obviously, check out Attica on the usual social media pages, and get the new album Warheads Limited. So, thanks very much indeed for your time, Johnny.
No problem, thank you. Good to see you.